Loaf and Dog, 208 East Chambers Street, Cleburne, Texas. Lunch, catering, or takeout, plus outdoor seating. Phone numbers 817-556-1040.
This is Wilford Brimley. And don't forget, Loaf and Dog won't give you diabetes.
Hey, there's something you forgot to do. It sure is hot. Are you sweating like a dog? Wait, what? Dogs don't sweat. Oh no, you forgot to get your window tinted. Whether it's the kitchen window that sits in the sun for the hottest part of the day, or you just got new wheels, call Sharp Window Tinting in Burleson. 817-615-9379, or look them up on the web, sharpwindowtint.com.
You're listening to Joco Community Radio.
It's a girl thing. Try to understand. It's not a me thing. No different than my friends. I get what I want. And I want it back.
Okay. Hi.
Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Hi, everybody. It is Beyond the Crown. I almost completely forgot that we were starting at, I didn't even know what time it was, honestly. How are you doing?
Yes, time.
You doing okay? Can you
Could you repeat that?
I said, are you doing okay?
Oh, yes, I'm doing great. How about you?
I am doing great. My adopted daughter's trying to call me right now, though, so I'm going to send her a video, a quick little picture of me on the radio so she knows. Okay. Oh, that's really cheesy, but that will work. All right.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's great, right? It's been quite a day today over here at the radio station. We've been having a lot of fun up here today. How about you? How was your day?
It was really great. I just came home from track practice and I had school all day. It was a pretty normal day for me, but I had a great day.
Well, awesome. Well, I guess we need to let people know we are Beyond the Crown, and I am Diana Roberts, and I have my Miss Johnson County Lily on here with me.
Yes. Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be back.
I'm excited to have you again. I mean, I love being able to chat with you ladies more. And I know a lot of times, like, we're either Zoom calling or texting, mostly texting
Yes.
throughout the day, all of us talking about all the things that we're going to be doing soon. We've got a lot of good stuff coming up soon as well. Are you excited about some of the things coming up?
I'm so excited for everything coming up. This weekend, we're going to Kendra Scott.
Yes.
I'm not sure if I'll be able to make that one, but hopefully. And then the next night is Texarkana, and Ashlyn and I will be going to support the Texarkana pageant.
Awesome.
So excited.
Well, that was really sweet. I love it.
Yes.
So, do you have any friends that are going to be attending that?
I believe all of my friends who would be competing aren't going to this one because it's too far, but I may see some unexpected faces there. Usually there's a lot of pageant girls who go to other pageants. So for anybody who's listening in, at every pageant that I've been competing in, all of my old friends have come to see it, and it's always a surprise to see them there, and it's really great.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. So let's find out. Let's talk a little bit about Lily. Okay. So I know the last couple of times that we've been on air with you, you've discussed that you've been a princess for the longest time. So this is definitely the first time that you've actually been able to be of age to be a title holder. How has it been feeling so far throughout this since you've gotten a title?
It's been incredible. Honestly, it's everything I expected in the best possible way. And I have talked about being a princess a lot, but it's really shaped me. Being a princess really helped me get started into this program. And even all the upcoming events just make me so excited. And the things that I've been able to do, just like being on the radio here, it's incredible. And I've loved every minute of it.
Okay, awesome. And so what have you been working on so far? Have you been working, like, I'm sure you've been practicing your talent, right?
Yes, of course.
What does a daily week look like with Lily?
Okay, so since I got my title, I typically every night I'll have to start looking for outfits and thinking of Instagram posts because there's a lot of work that goes into it that I had no idea about. And just even getting an outfit for the radio. It's important to make sure I'm prepared, something appropriate for the event that I'm going to. So really just getting those staple attire piece or clothing pieces for events or appearances is really important. I did not know I would need to do as much clothes shopping as I have done. But that's something I'll typically look a little bit each night. And then I'll also come up with new posts. And actually today or tomorrow, I'm doing a National Women's History Month post. So everyone go look out for that. Miss Johnson County Teen on Instagram. I'm excited to do that. And then usually I'll go to school all day, come home, I'll go do track. And once I'm home, I'll do some homework, talent or Instagram. It really just depends on the night, but it's great just getting a little bit done each day.
All right. And what are you doing? What have you done so far with your social impact? What are you doing with that?
Yeah, so I have posted about it, but I really, really am hoping to go talk to a group of people. My social impact is Stronger Together. It's encouraging community volunteerism and getting out there to give back. I have been passionate about volunteering ever since I was young. I did Girl Scouts and now I'm in National Charity League, and I really just want to see a change in the world. So my main goal is to help others find what they want to do to help people and really just grow that bond. So when I go talk to a group of people, I'm thinking of right now going out to Johnson County and talking to people. I'm not sure who exactly, but that'll be in the works. And then my dance teacher teaches many classes, so I should hopefully get to talk to her class as well.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. And yeah, there's always plenty of volunteer opportunities that we can provide. Like, for instance, we are going to be volunteering our time for an event that's coming up, right, in Cleburne, the Spring Fest. So that's volunteering your time. That's going to be that's going to be a chance for you to be able to really talk to the people that are coming in and really, share that with them as they're coming up, and you're providing them the tickets and all the good stuff. I don't know what goodies they've got for us to be passing out, but I think they have like little bags with, so that people can start collecting things from the different vendors that are around.
Yeah, it's amazing the amount of change that can come from volunteering. Even just like one small hug to a person, that is considered helping another person. That is incredible. Writing a card, no matter how big or small, that's kind of what I really want to share to people, is you can make a difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And so, yeah, like animal clinics, maybe, or like pets. Yeah, like there's going to be so much that we'll be able to definitely get you involved in. I believe here in Johnson County, I'm super excited about your journey that this is going to take you on. So, okay, so we've got your social impact. You've been practicing your talent. For those that may have not heard what your talent is, what is your talent? Let's share that with us.
So I'm doing a tap and singing number to I Can Do That from Chorus Line. And I absolutely love it. It's also, and it inspires me actually. It's saying, I can do that. I can tap. I can perform. I can be on the stage. So I've been working on it, and it's a really, really fun number because it allows me to show my personality a little bit, because it's not all dancing and it's not all singing. I'll do some tap moves. I'll sing a little bit, show everyone just really who I am. And that's what I love about it.
All right, awesome. So what are some of your favorite, let's see, what's your favorite hobby? What is a favorite thing that you love to do that you haven't shared with us yet?
Oh, that is a really good question.
Yeah.
I do quite a few things. I definitely really love sports, just in general. I am in track right now, as I said earlier, and I do soccer in the winter and cheer in the fall. So I do I'm a 3-season athlete, which is really incredible because it also keeps me in shape.
Yes. We got to stay in shape. I did not go work out this morning. I'm feeling very unshapely.
Yeah, so we have to do I actually didn't know this, but now that I'm on varsity track, we have to do a lift in the mornings. So I have to get up an hour early for school. So I'll be doing that tomorrow.
You better be careful with that knee.
Oh, yes, because I dislocated it a few months ago. If anybody listening does not know, that has been really difficult, actually, because I do 3 different sports. I had to cut my cheer season early and miss the first half of soccer season. So that was really tough for me, but I got back into it and I had a great year.
Awesome. Okay, so I like that attitude. It's a not giving up attitude.
Yeah,
which is
and
enjoyed.
like that I can do that tap number. So that's kind of what brings me back to my talent. Everything just inspires me, and it's so great that I have that inspiration in my talent as well as my daily life.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay. So let me talk to you about it because like I'm also one that I had a previous injury not that long ago, and I was even at last year's like Miss Texas and Spring Showcase, and I couldn't wear heels for the longest time. I'm still slowly starting to be able to wear heels again, which is nice. Um but I
Yeah.
understand, we relate to that, right? We that's related. We're relatable to that. I can't even talk today. La, la. That's something we have in common, and we're having, just having to understand taking the rest that's needed in order to get back to your daily routines, the previous daily routines. But that can be a hardship in itself too, right? Because it kind of keeps you and prevents you from, and can help it, and it doesn't help with being lazy, does it?
No, it does not. It kept me in bed for a few weeks.
Yes, yes, I remember I like 2 weeks straight, I could not go anywhere other than to the restroom, and I had to have my knee or my leg propped up on this, like, foam pillow thing.
When did
It was
this happen?
oh, it was so that was last year last February, actually. Yeah, I was in a motorcycle accident,
Oh,
right
I'm
before Miss
sorry.
Texas and everything. It's okay, I'm here, and I still get on the motorcycle because
Yes.
you just get right back up. It's like, you fall off a horse, you're gonna get right back on the horse. Why not do that with a motorcycle too? I'm just saying.
It's something you love.
It is, I
Great.
love it, and it's something I could do with my husband, like, he loves it too,
Yeah.
yeah, we enjoy doing that. So, but that's something that we can
Yeah,
relate,
that's really cool. I didn't
What was that?
wait. Oh, I just said that's really cool. I didn't know that you rode motorcycles.
Oh, yes, I love it. I brought my Harley jacket with me today.
I love that. That's so cool.
I went a little cash today, just, like, I kinda dressed up at the top, but did the casual thing because I was, like, gonna be at the office all day today, so I was like, "It's okay."
Okay. So you're saying like that's something we can relate to. And like wait, say that again?
So that's something we can relate to in, and understanding because that really does shift your mental state a little bit. I mean, I know you understand what I'm saying because when you get to that like lazy, it's hard to get from having that downtime and being, a little lazy, getting back into that, getting back to working out, getting back to getting your body back to getting strong again. Let me put it that way. 'Cause
Yes.
your body starts to get a little weak in that time frame that you're having to take to give your body the rest that it needs in order to repair itself or to, heal, right?
Yes. I would say the most difficult part about my injury was just seeing everybody do things that I couldn't.
Yeah,
Because it's really tough when you keep trying for something and you just can't do it. And this time I literally could not walk. And that was the toughest part. Like I've been able to do this since I was 18 months old. That's something I've always been able to do. And it's just like how am I going to do this again?
yeah.
So, yeah.
It's like something, it's something sometimes you feel like you took for granted. You took your ability to
Definitely.
be able to do something for granted. So when I was able to start walking in, which took me quite some time, yours was healed a lot faster.
Yes, it did. I'm grateful for that.
Yes, I'm grateful for that for you too, because I mean, the 6 month, I think it was 6 months. I think I was pretty much down for 6 months. And that was not my first 6 months. I had a knee injury before that. So, yeah, it's like every time I started to get really good and healthy and started working out again, I'd get in some kind of something and get injured. I think I'm accident prone.
I've actually never broken a bone or sprained it. Like I've never done anything like that. So that made this one especially hard. It definitely wasn't the worst it could have been. So what happened when I dislocated my knee is I stretched a few tendons, I believe, but nothing tore. If
That's
something
good.
would have been torn, it would have taken 10 months to a year. So I'm really grateful that that didn't happen. But the bad part about it is it could happen again. So there's about a 50% chance that it could happen. So I'm always on my toes. It makes me a little nervous, but um so I really just had to get in the right mindset once it happened.
Yeah.
Elevators were my best friend. I took those everywhere.
Same.
Yes, no stairs.
No.
Yeah, so I really think the best part about it for me was physical therapy. And that if some people hate it that I've talked to, some people love it. But actually, I've never been one to go to the gym and work out. And that really inspired me to actually start going to work out and train my muscles to be stronger. So
Yeah.
I learned a bunch of exercises there. Once I was healthy again, I stopped physical therapy, I think about a month and a half ago. So I can't believe it's March. I just realized that. It's just it feels like it was just Christmas.
Right.
But
Same.
yeah, so I am hopefully gonna get to go to the gym soon. And now that I'm doing lift tomorrow, I'm excited to do that. It'll be fun.
That's awesome. Yeah, because you're trying something new. I love trying something new. I don't know about you, but I love doing something different, not something all the time. Like it's good to have a routine, but it's also good to incorporate something that you haven't done before that challenges you, right?
Yeah, I would definitely say that's the best part of my injury, just coming out of it with a good mindset and, hopefully going to the gym more often. I'm excited for that.
I love it. I try to go every morning. I didn't go this morning, and I'm already feeling that the repercussions of that. But it's good to keep your body strong, and I love what you said right there too. But another thing, so did they tell you what about wearing like a knee brace? Like, are you allowed to wear a knee brace or anything to kind of hold it in place, or did they say against that?
Okay, you glitched a little, but I did you say, or am I supposed to wear a knee brace?
Yeah, well, did they say that it would be a good idea for you to wear like a knee sleeve? I like the sleeves personally. I wear a knee sleeve
Oh,
sometimes with my knee.
okay. Yeah, so I actually have 5 or 6 knee braces in my house. That's kind of a lot, but I went to a few different doctors. So the first one I started out in was a giant one that went all the way from my thigh to my foot. So I was literally waddling through the halls of my school. Then it got switched to a smaller one that was like half my thigh to half my calf. Got a little bit better. And then I have this other one from another doctor that's a sports one that I wear for soccer because that is more contact than track.
Yes.
Track is actually one of the best sports I can be doing because nobody's trying to push me over or get me off guard.
Right.
Just running straight in a line. So that's good. So I wore this like really tight one for track and it had an not track, sorry, soccer. I wore the tight one for soccer and it had this air pump that filled it with pressure. So that way, if somebody tried to push me down or I lose my balance, it wouldn't go out again.
That's good.
A couple of times I had a few scares, like the ball would hit my knee, but then the brace was right there. So it made me feel better. But now I just have this sleeve that I wear occasionally if I'm in track. And another thing I do is high jump, and that can be a lot on the knees because you're jumping up over a bar. So I think I wore mine Monday is when I wore my sleeve, but I haven't worn it since. So I just always have it on me when I'm going to sports just in case I start to feel a little pain.
That's awesome. And that's smart. It's good to be aware of your body and be aware of where, if you are feeling pain, what you need to do to not allow any further injuries or anything like that. Because if anybody understands all that, I do, trust me.
Yes, definitely. I mean, I could barely go 2 months and before I was ready to go back. I can't imagine having to do 10 months with surgery. That would be really hard for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. It was well, I don't think it was 10 months though for me. I think it was more like 6 months when I tore the meniscus in my knee. And
Yeah.
so I had to have surgery on my knee, on my right knee.
Mhm.
And that was years ago when I was an aerobics instructor. I was teaching step aerobics, which is honestly, I mean, this is my opinion. I think that's a terrible class because it's too high. It's too much impact on your knees. And sometimes you don't know if you have bad knees or not until it's too late. And
Yes. I had no idea. I have like something my bone is like shaped weird and I would have had no idea if I didn't dislocate it.
yep, I wouldn't have known either had I not had that injury. And I guess I had had it for a while and I didn't know I had the tear. And I kept teaching classes and I kept going even though I felt pain. And I
Mhm.
wasn't being mindful of the pain and I wasn't doing anything really about it or seeking medical attention, just even with that small little bit of pain. And it ended up turning into something more severe. So, yeah, 6 months. I could not walk for 6 months.
I definitely say the hardest part about injuries is patience
Yeah.
because even if I think about last year, I was in track in 8th grade. I had tendonitis in the knee that I dislocated, and I just would have to sit there. And it wasn't even like I had a broken leg, or I just would sit there because I couldn't do anything. I was like, I want to get better. I want to run. So I kept running. I finished the season. It was a little sore, and then it was summer. But for this injury, just wanting to get back into sports, I would ask my physical therapist, when do you think I'm going to be ready? Is it tomorrow? Is it next month? When is it going to be? I was just so anxious to get back. And I think the best thing you can do is take it slow because I definitely, with previous injuries, like when I had tendonitis, I did not want to sit there. And I could not do it with a dislocated knee, but I was like, put me back in the sport. Let me live. Let me go back to my normal life. I was ready.
I can't take this anymore. Please don't do this to me anymore. I understand. I completely understand. It was very challenging, but I think just getting through it and understanding, that it's not forever. And I think that's what helped me. This is temporary. I'm going to be back to my normal self. I'm going to be able to do all the things. And when when I had my ankle surgery, I was going to cryotherapy, which has been huge. And where I go work out, I go to Hot Works, so it's an infrared sauna. And for any previous injuries or anything, that's all, like, right now I didn't go, and so I can feel it. But usually if I'm going every day and the more I'm going and involved in that, or I'm in that infrared, it has like some healing power. So it's pretty awesome. But you don't have to worry about that
Yeah,
right
I've
now.
heard a lot about those infrared things actually.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. My dad is oh, sorry. I
No,
think it's like a little like 30 seconds off. So
you're
okay.
good.
Can you hear
Go
me?
ahead. Yes, go ahead. You got the floor.
All right. So I was just going to say, I've heard a lot about the infrared light treatment. Actually, my dad is really big on that. His friend has this, or maybe it's his, I'm not exactly sure, but it's this pad of infrared lights. And he's like, oh, you have a hurt shoulder. Let me bring you the red light. Oh, you have a hurt ankle. Let me bring you the red light. And the thing I've noticed about him is he's just like, he'll diagnose you on the spot. He'll be like, I know what that is. I can fix that. He's definitely a problem solver, but that's one thing that he does to help. He brings his red light whenever my sister and I have an injury or soreness or whatever.
Oh, I love it. That's very clever. I like your dad. He's doing good. He's doing good.
Yes.
All right. So we've got about 4 minutes left. So let's well, I think Ashlyn might be joining us here in a little bit. She said she was going to be a little late. So I think she's supposed to be on here soon. So we'll be able to get to talk with her and get to know her a little bit better as well. And so what are some other things that you want to share with us with having a little bit more than 4 minutes left? What is something else that you feel has been I don't know, something that's really like impressed you here lately?
Impressed.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Let me think for a second. Okay, well, I'm really impressed with this show, honestly. This is really incredible. Um And then I would say all the opportunities with my title. I'm really impressed and excited with what I get to do. It's going to be great. I know I've said that so many times, but I just can't express enough how excited I am for this year. And honestly, I impressed myself when I made varsity track because,
Yes.
yeah, I had no idea. I'm one of 4 freshmen who are on it. And I'm really grateful that I am. I had no idea going into tryout weeks that I'd come out being varsity. And have already made connections with the upperclassmen because it's so great to mingle with other grades and get to know everyone. And I don't know if you know this, but I go to an all-girls school. So there's a really strong community at my school, and it's just great to further build it being on this track team.
Oh, I love that. I was just talking to another friend of mine who was saying that more women need to impact each other. We need to give each other more encouragement and be more not so judgmental towards one another, but we just need to be loving to one another and want to see each one of us succeed in life, right? And so I love that you have that. You're already involved in that encouragement and growth between women. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, and the Miss America system too. From my school to here, it's been so great. I love about my school that it is all girls, so everyone is so supportive of everyone. There's numerous clubs you can join. There's so many bonds between older and younger girls. And then with this system, I've met so many incredible people, and just already having friends before I even get to state, that just makes me so excited for who I'm going to meet or what I'm going to get to do.
Yeah, some very phenomenal women.
Yes.
Young ladies. Sorry, I needed a minute. But yeah, so these you young ladies, you're what impresses me. The things that you ladies are doing, the things that you ladies are working on, your intelligence, your spirit, the energy that you put out there and provide to others, just the amount of excitement and love that I see between all of you young ladies has just been so amazing. So amazing. And I'm so excited to see more and hear more from you ladies. I think that is just absolutely phenomenal. So we're going to have to go to a break here in just a minute. And then Ashlyn has joined us, but she's going to come on right after the break. And we're going to get to chat with her some and get to know her a little bit. And I'll ask her some of the same challenging questions I asked you, Lily.
Yes.
It's going to be so awesome. And
Ashlyn, we can't wait to hear from you.
yes, yes, we can't hear her yet, but we will hear her in just a little bit. I wanted to get a little bit more Lily time right before we go to break. So, what is one thing that you feel that you could leave to express to another young lady the and I know we talk about it a lot, but the excitement, something other than what you've said that has really meant something meaningful to you in this process and in having a title.
I would say be true to yourself. Don't put on a fake face just to impress the others around you. You want to impress them with who you truly are. And I wasn't exactly trying to do this, but my very first pageant, I was very stiff. And I think I said that before. But as I continued to grow with pageants and learn, I've definitely opened up a lot more, been more comfortable, and that's something so great.
Awesome. Okay, well, we're going to go to a commercial break, but we'll be right back, guys. Stay tuned.
Perfect. Bye.
If you are trying to quit drinking or doing too many drugs, listen to me. You don't know me and we'll never meet. I had a problem like you once. I drank and used to party a little too much till it got out of control and almost ruined my life. I realized I needed help to fix my problem before it totally destroyed me. If you've tried to fix your drinking and drug problem and you know you can't do it alone, you need to call the National Treatment Advisors. They'll immerse you into a 30-day program to replace your old habits with new habits and totally change your life. And if you have PPO private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581. Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
Out of deck carpet giving you the blues? Tired of your old dingy and broken tile? Let my friends at the Floor Store in Cleburne, Texas give your home the makeover it deserves. This is Old Taco Joe coming to you for the Floor Store. Whether it's carpet, tile, wood flooring, or real wood laminate, the Floor Store can cover all of your flooring needs. Located at 405 West Henderson Street in Cleveland, Texas, owner Brent Harris can help. Shower tile, tub surrounds, even backsplashes. Give them a call today at 817-641-9444. The Floor Store. They got you covered.
You're listening to Joco Community Radio.
It's a girl thing. Try to understand it's not a me thing. No different than my friends. I get what I want, and I want it back. And it's a girl thing. Ooh, it's a girl thing.
All right. Thank you guys for staying tuned on Beyond the Crown here with Diana Roberts and our two amazing title holders now, our teen title holders. So excited to talk to you guys more. I'm going to read this quick commercial really quick. Joco Community Radio is proud to be the voice of Johnson County, Texas, and is live 24/7 on the TuneIn Radio Network. TuneInJoco.com is the place to find all the ways to listen and watch, and the station app is also available for free on Android and Apple devices. Simply search your store. Check out our lineup and more at JocoCommunityRadio.com. This episode and more brought to you by Next Level Claim, making your insurance work for you. Reach out to your Texas sales rep at 844-839-4245. Again, that's 844-839-4245. Be sure to dress your arms and more at thetippy.com. All right. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Ashlyn.
Hello. How are you?
I am great. So I understand you had something that you were at earlier today.
Yes, I was at a voice lesson, and I thought I wasn't going to be able to make it at all, but I ended up being able to get home early enough to jump on for the second half. So I'm super excited about that.
Yes. And you are our Miss Chisholm Trail teen. Yes.
We're so glad to have you.
Yes. It's great to have you on here. So I guess I need to ask you some of the tough questions I asked Lily earlier. Lily, do you remember the first question?
Yes, be ready. Okay.
All right. Go ahead. You answer.
Give me 1 second to think about it. I am just really forgetful. Like everything I do, I just usually forget. So I don't remember, but
That's okay.
I believe. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know.
It's all right. It's all right. So I think one of the first things that I asked you, and so we're going to ask Ashlyn is, what is your biggest inspiration? Wasn't that one of them? I know that was one of them. I'm forgetful too. It's okay. We're going to go with it.
I think last time we talked about that.
Yeah, I think so. But what is something that that inspires you?
Well, I would say it's a combination of things. I think that I mean, I've had a bunch of, and I have and currently have so many very inspirational people in my life. So many local title holders and state title holders that I look up to. So in like specifically the pageant related stuff, that's really who's inspired me. But more than anything, I get inspired by my own drive, I would definitely say. So I am a very determined person, and I find myself a lot of the time when other people bring me down, it just gives me a reason to be stronger and to work harder and to accomplish something more. And so I not only find inspiration through people that are in the pageant world currently and currently participate, but just also the things around me, the things that happen to me, the hard things that I've been through, the good things that I've been through, and it all just kind of comes together and inspires me. And I'm very involved, very, very involved in many things, and I am always doing something. And so I think for me, like having a local title was just really great. It's just a really great outlet for me to kind of have somewhere to put everything and have somewhere to like really showcase everything that I'm involved in. And that's what I really love about the Miss America organization, is that like having a local title is a big commitment, but you also still have time for so many other things that you want to do if you choose to. Right. But yeah, I would definitely say it's just a big combination of a lot of things, and I'm very, very driven, and I do a lot of things. And so I have people from everywhere, from voice to baton twirling to all the different things that I do that have all come together to inspire me. But I think it's a combination of a bunch of things for sure.
That's awesome. Okay. So, and one of the other questions that I asked her is, so what have you been doing, or what do you feel that you would like to be doing if you haven't started already with your social impact?
So my social impact is making music through hearts and minds, and my social impact is all about providing scholarships and providing scholarships for underprivileged families and students in middle school and elementary school that want to be involved in choir, band, or orchestra. So for me, music is my favorite thing ever. Love music. I'm always singing or playing piano or playing flute or piccolo, any instrument. I love music. It's my favorite thing. And so for me, I had always done piano and voice and stuff and choir for a long time before 6th grade. But in 6th grade, when I began playing flute, it was just my favorite thing. And I just fell in love with it, and I worked so hard, and it just became something. Music has so many just amazing opportunities that come along with it and things you learn from it. Literally any good lesson, good trait that can come out of anything, like music is an outlet for that. Like anything you can think of, positive in the world, music has that. And so that's what I love about it, is that it's just so, you can learn so many things from it and experience so many things. And I just cannot say enough good things about music. And so in 6th grade, in March of my 6th grade year, that's when COVID hit. The pandemic and everything, I was locked up at home, couldn't do much. So all I had other than, being with my family and spending time at home was my instrument. And that was a really hard time for me because I loved being at school. I loved 6th grade. And so kind of being taken away from that all of a sudden was really difficult and really hard for me. But with having music there by my side, it was like I was okay, and I was doing well, and I felt I was happy. And then a little bit after that, I experienced a medical type situation, and I was always at doctor's appointments in the hospital doing tests and scans and stuff, and it was so scary. And there was a time where I couldn't play my flute, but I could sing. So by singing, it just made me happier. It just made me, I can't even express it. I absolutely just have no words for just the impacts that music has had on me. And so I want that for every single student in Johnson County, the Chisholm Trail area, just all over North Texas. I want them to have that experience. And unfortunately, so many people cannot because of their financial status, because being in band, orchestra, or choir is very expensive. So what I would love to do is to create scholarships for students so that they can have that experience, so that they can have that wonderful thing and that wonderful opportunity of being in music. And then I also think that the number one thing that you can really get to explain to people the benefits of music is talking about your own story. And even when you sing for someone or you play an instrument for someone, it already inspires them. So I'd love to perform around the community, but also talk to people in districts to see what I can do to. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. You were breaking up just a little bit. You might be moving a little bit too much, and it could be some of the Wi-Fi looks good though.
Okay.
So I know I'm bad about talking with my hands. Look, I'm doing it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been doing that the whole time too.
Yes, and sometimes that can.
Okay. I'll stop moving my hand.
It's all right.
Oh, it says I'm having connection. Well,
okay,
to
that
sum it all
might
up.
be what it.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You got the floor, honey. Go ahead.
Okay. But so to sum it all up, I would really love for every student to get that opportunity. So my personal goal for my whole year of service is to get 5 scholarships. It might be more, it might be less, but that's my goal, what I'm planning on doing. So I'm spending a lot of time right now getting those scholarships up and running and getting other things up and in the works. So I've already taken those first few steps, and so I'm really excited to see where they lead me.
Awesome. I think that's go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's really incredible. I love your social impact, and I agree with you. Music is definitely an escape for so many people, whether you know how to play an instrument or not. I play the piano, so I relate to you on that level. I'm not the best at it, but I've been playing it forever. And even though I'm not crazy good, it's still just really nice to be able to sit down and create music. And also any single time, or any time at all, I'm just always listening to songs. And You are also an incredible singer, so I love that.
Thank you. I feel the same way. I feel like every time that I play an instrument or I sing, it's like this it's like its own universe or its own world. And I sing when I get stressed.
Me
And
too.
I know that it annoys some of my friends sometimes. Like, Ashlyn, stop singing. But sometimes like if I'm like right before like a test, I get small group testing at school. So I'm alone, like in a room, and I'll just hum through a Disney song or my talent song or just a pop song that's in my head. And it makes me feel better because it does relieve you. And it just, yeah, I mean, I could not agree more.
I
The
completely
amount of
relate. I completely relate. I'm a singer. I know you ladies know this. I'm a singer as well. So I love to sing. I get to sing every Tuesday at band practice.
Oh, I love that. I'm in my church's mass band,
Uh-huh.
and that's so much fun because it's a teen mass band, but there's also adults in there too. And I love singing pop because I don't really sing too much pop because in choir we sing more classical or folk music. And then in my voice lessons, I'm almost always working on that or maybe musical theater occasionally. So I love getting to go and sing pop every Sunday.
I feel like asking you what your hobby is probably going to be music and singing. Am I off base here?
You know, nope, you are not. No, no. I would add to that though. So I'm a competitive baton twirler and the featured twirler for my high school. So there's
Yes.
that too. So both of those. It's a combination of both.
I love it. I love it. I think those were the only questions I asked. Is it right? Or it's about wait, there was one about the title.
We talked about my knee and our injuries a lot. We did talk about that. Ashlyn, have you ever had an injury?
I have. So
Yes, you did. You talked about yours in the car last time.
Yes. So I have what my doctors call loosey-goosey ligaments. And so my ligaments cannot, I guess, hold up my joints correctly and just my muscles, and it just makes everything not work too well. And on top of that, I also have another condition called AMPS where I feel a lot of pain in my body. That was what I like to say medical situation was in 7th grade. I actually went to 7th grade in a walker. That was a fun experience. But because of that and like a combination of just having my ligament thing, I get injured very easily. So I have literally had an injury with every single part of my body. Right now, it's like I feel like it goes through phases. It's like one thing happens and then one thing starts getting better and then something else happens. And so right now I have like some hip things going on, but I think I'm getting like a little injection thing in a few weeks. My second one. So
Goodness. Well, I love how like your spirit with all of that. That's what her and I were talking about because I've had some injuries too. In fact, the motorcycle accident and the surgery from last year before Miss Texas, I was in a wheelchair for Spring Fest last year. So and we were talking about how that can really interfere with that mental mindset. So it seems like you're still positive, bubbly. Nothing's going to bring you down. You just keep going and giving up or not giving up like us girls. Is that right?
Yes.
I do my best for sure, but there's definitely days where it gets frustrating and annoying because it's like why is this constantly happening? Like, I was fine 3 years ago and now I'm, it is definitely annoying because I've been in PT for 2 years now and I've had like 4 different physical therapists. And for different things. And so it is annoying. And there are days where I'm just very upset about it or it's very stressful. And it hurts a lot. And like, especially in days when I have a lot of pain, those are the worst days, but I do try to stay pretty like spirit minded and just happy and just have a good attitude about it. But it is definitely hard. And there are some bad days for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
One of the things that we were talking about before you joined was patience. It's really, really hard to stay in the right mindset, have patience, and wait for an injury to heal, or whatever's going on. It's just really hard. So I'm proud of you for continue to go. Yeah,
I'm proud of you too.
Thank you. For continuing on. It's really great that you're like she was saying, you're so positive and that you try to stay positive no matter what. So that's great.
And that's important because you're going to have bad days. I mean, we all have bad days. We all experience bad days. But just to be aware that you're in that mood or you're having that bad day, you have the control to change your mind at any point in time, right? And just
Life is
being able.
stressful.
What was that?
Life is stressful, so it's I agree with you when you're saying that.
Yeah. And I took stressful out of my vocabulary. I did
I
take
should
that out of
probably
my.
do that.
You might, I mean, because okay, so this is me and my positivity toolbox radio show coming on this one now. So anytime I feel like I have a word that I'm projecting out that is going to bring me back something negative, I change that to something positive instead. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So like I was saying I was busy all the time. So then I was just doing busy work and I wasn't really accomplishing anything. So I changed my vocabulary from busy to productive. So now I say I'm productive and I'm not busy.
That's great. I'm gonna start saying that too.
Do it. Do it. I'm gonna like change the world in my vocabulary changing. So instead of saying stressful, just say life is challenging. Because you know what was a challenge? A challenge is something that we want to see through, right? We like challenges.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I mean, where would we be without challenges?
Absolutely. So life is challenging, right? It's just a
Mhm.
challenge. It's a daily challenge that we have to wake up. We have to do the things that we know we need to do, but we also need to take care of ourselves and take care of our mind and take care of our, what we gotta focus. We gotta stay focused.
You worded that perfectly. I completely agree. Yes.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I that's something that I love to do. So, a lot of your social impacts are huge to me because I want my social impact would be to provide a more positive, healthier mindset to everyone. Because that's what I do on my radio show, on my other radio show. But that's what I want to promote. I want to promote how we can continue to keep that and how we keep that with our family. How we keep that on our daily tasks, everything that we're doing daily. And what you ladies are is an inspiration because you ladies get out there every day and you guys are really going to share these passions that you ladies have with other people in providing them positivity with just that and inspire them in just what you're providing them in those social impacts. So I think that's huge.
That's what I love about both Lily and I's social impacts is that it's not, there are so many great social impacts out there and I feel like there is unlimited and I had so many different ideas because I had always been like very passionate about what I'm doing now and I was already raising money for that before I chose my social impact, but I did have some other ideas in my mind. But what I love about both of our impacts is that it's not necessarily like bringing something down. It is a solution. So like for mine, for example, it is a solution for if you are stressed, for if you are not feeling good, if you have something traumatic going on, if you have a rough, like if you're just, it's a solution that makes it better. And so Lily's platform, which I'm not super, super familiar with, but I know it's about volunteering. And it's like, it is, instead of just, talking about how, well, so many people don't volunteer, it's, well, you can volunteer and this is how you do it. Like, I think that and of course, like, you can talk so much more about that than I can, but I love them both because they're both solutions. And that's something that I mentioned in my interview was that my social impact is a solution and it's something that's going to make the world better, not just by making them aware of something, which I definitely think that there are so many really important social impacts that do bring awareness to certain things, but that's just really what I love specifically about mine is that it's bringing people up and providing a solution.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. And I love the way you use the word solution because although I am solving a problem of helping the world to get better one person at a time through volunteering, I've never worded it that way. So I think you said that great. I completely agree with the uplifting. I love how both of ours are meant to bring people together because music brings people together, volunteering brings people together. I love how similar they are, and we didn't even mean to do that, which is so great.
We should do like a music volunteering event or something.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes, absolutely. I'll get both you teens together. We'll make something happen. I love it. That sounds great. That sounds great. Yeah. Music is for everything. It is. And I think a lot of people agree with that. And I think that is a very relatable social impact. So to take that with volunteering, that is relatable. People want to volunteer. They just don't know they want to do it because they don't know where to go or how to get started or what it they that's what's so brilliant about this organization is because it opens you young ladies up to understanding how to be effective, right? And to provide those solutions, provide the problem solving, right? So then you're taking your volunteering and you're going to share with other people, look, I'm 14 years old and here I am making a difference and going out into the world and volunteering. And that's going to inspire a lot of adults that have said that they've been wanting to do it for a while and just haven't made the time to do it. Or, excuses, right? Excuses are a big impact on what we do and what we don't do in our life.
Yeah, I definitely have my mom to thank for getting me started early. From when I was just 2 years old, she would take me to go deliver meals to people on Thanksgiving. And through that, I've learned to grow passion myself. So as I got older, I got in National Charity League. I'm like, Mom, can we go do this event? And I started doing tutoring through schools now. So on every Tuesday, I ride with an upperclassman and we go to Nathan Adams Elementary, which is really close to my school, and I go teach the kids math, which is one thing that I've done to further myself. And I just really, really want to show people that it's not that hard to give back. Now, there are many challenging things that can come with volunteering, but it's baby steps. If you aren't used to it, you don't know where to start, you're looking for a program. It's really just that one event, that one moment. It's the snap of a finger that can light up the light inside of somebody to get them to want to keep going.
Yes. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. And then music does the same. So I do see where you guys it's very relatable on both ends. And I think to combine those two, that would be an excellent idea.
It's never too late to start either. You can start music when you're 5 years old or when you're 80. You can start volunteering, the same time. It's never too late.
And I've also I'm kind of in the process of also expanding my social platform to make it also about not only providing scholarships for students who want to learn how to do music, but also I would love to, there's so many amazing programs that bring music to the elderly. So there's been really great studies that have shown improvements with people who have dementia or Alzheimer's who their symptoms significantly improve while either dancing or playing an instrument or singing. And there's so many programs that bring that, but they're very underfunded. So I would love to also kind of incorporate that as well this year.
Wow, that's awesome. I love that. I think that is a great idea. You should definitely put that into it as well. I think that would be good. So, okay, let me think of we had another question. And now I cannot remember because we've been talking about our social impacts for some time now. Which is great though, because that is a big portion, I feel, with you ladies in the competition. Not only that, but interview. So we're going to be having mock interviews coming up soon. And so how excited are you guys about that? That's a good one. I'm going to ask you that. We'll start with Ashlyn.
I am so excited. I love interview. And oh my goodness, I love interview. I know so many people don't, but I love interview and I love talking. I could talk all day if you let me. But me and Lily are actually doing like a little, it's a big event in North Carolina. And we're going to be doing like some mock interviews and stuff. And so I'm excited for that too. So I love interview. I can't even say anything else. I love it so much.
Interview is something I had no idea I would love, because although I like to talk in class or I've talked to my friends, I've never really been public speaking before pageants. I got to my first one and I was like, I really like this. I love interview. So I'm so excited for the mock interview questions or any mock interview really. Just like Ashlyn said, we're going to North Carolina soon and we'll have a weekend of interviews. So that'll be really great for both of us. And now this is not exactly the same as interview, but doing interview has prepared me for public speaking like this on the radio even, or just talking to groups of people. Anything along those lines has been really great. And I had no idea I'd love it as much as I do.
Right. I love what I do. I'm on here 6 times a week. So
I want that job.
right, it's a great job. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I definitely enjoy it. And so this morning, talking about music, we got to have a gentleman on here and we launched his first single. Or his new single, not his first, his new single. Yeah, we got to launch that. So if you go back and listen to Joko Vibes this morning, you'll get to hear how that went. And he actually sang live acoustic here in the radio.
That's incredible. I will. I'll for sure go back and listen to that.
It was pretty awesome. Yes. Yes, it was. So the Wednesdays are my busy radio days. So like it is, that's what that's what I'll say. I'll say this is definitely awesome to be able to incorporate you ladies on here too. I feel like it's definitely going to bring a lot more awareness to other young ladies that maybe have thought about competing or, possibly being involved with the Miss Texas organization, however, have been a little fearful or, just the unknown, anything, anything that's unknown and we don't really know too much about, it can sometimes deter us from trying it, right? So this is really great that you ladies are on here really expressing what you ladies are doing just in this short time before we go to spring fest or spring, not for Spring Fest. I was saying Spring Fest earlier, but for spring, spring, what is it called? I'm spacing out, ladies. What is it called?
Spring meeting or showcase?
Spring Showcase. It's called Spring Showcase. Thank you. In April, we have the Spring Showcase, and then we have Miss Texas in the last week of June and in some of July. And so that's a lot for us to get accomplished in this little bit of time. So I'm really excited for us to really start pushing more and having some more events that we can start getting you ladies involved in. I have a couple more actually I need to put on there for you ladies. So I know you're excited about that. Getting dressed up. Yes. Well, what was that?
I said definitely. It's going to be great.
It is. All right, ladies, that is the end of the show. You guys are awesome. I love you both, and I look forward to seeing and talking to you guys soon, okay?
See you soon. Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, all the time.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye, girls.
Bye.
All right, thank you. Bye.
From Burleson to Venus and Grandview to Godley, this is the voice of Johnson County, Joco Community Radio. At Romika Designs, we're more than just a laser engraving and specialty design, much more. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Romika Designs, and if you can dream it, we can probably make it. We can custom laser cut and engrave on nearly all material. Great for one-of-a-kind gifts, home decor, business, and specialty